So you guys should be used to the pause symbol. When you see the pause symbol, pause, go on to the next slide. There's only one in this presentation, so you may not need it, but you may need it. It's your choice. So the objective of the day. The student will understand how to use decimals with real-world applications. This will be done through a presentation and savings activity. Today's activity is, well, this will be tomorrow's activity. Today the presentation is just explaining how the worksheet will go and kind of brushing up on facts that you should already know, so how you can apply them to the worksheet and the real world application. So we'll see the activity right now. The activity itself is not that complicated. You're going to see in a second, this is the paper that you guys are filling out. It's not that hard. There's, in the grid below, there's about 25 boxes, plus about 3 on the top that you have to fill out. So the first step you're going to do is we're going to actually fill out the top 3 boxes. So if you notice it says 576. Well, Mr. Beuthin, minimum wage isn't 576, it's more than that. Well, if you notice it says you make $5.76, $5.76 an hour after taxes. Taxes take out a little bit of money, and what happens is when we get in class, you guys are all going to pull a popsicle stick that says what you're making after taxes. And then after that, it says you're making $5.76 an hour. If you work 30 hours a week, you'll make how much? So to figure that out, you take 30 times your wage, and this time we got $172.8. So we actually have to change it to 172.80 because we always have 80 cents. You can't, because that's just what you do. You always put 80 cents, 0.80. You don't just put 0.8. And then it also says every week you have to have you have $75 in expenses. This is like paying your family or paying gas or whatever you're going to do. So basically you take the $172.80 and you subtract 75, you're going to get, for mine, yours is going to be different, but mine's going to be $97.80. Now that we found out we have money to spend, we got to go and spend it. So I don't care what order you go into. I went to the electronics first, and I've noticed in the past, usually men go to the electronics and the sporting goods, and women tend to go to the jewelry and clothes first, or look for jewelry and clothes first. But I'm going to start with electronics. So I'm going to start with the over $250 one. So this can be anything over $250. Say it's $500, even though it says over $500. If you want to pick 4 items over $500, that's fine. Or over $1,000, that's fine. It just has to be over that price. Because what I don't want you guys to do is just grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. The first items you see, fill it out quick and call it a day. Then you're not going to get the point of the activity. You're going to find out it takes more time to save for expensive items, like this laptop over here. This laptop, so I put the name laptop over there. HP laptop. You can keep it simple like that, or if you wanted to write the exact name of the box, you're welcome to. I just need to know what you're spending. So I put the HP laptop over there, and I put the cost, which is $349. And now we go to this next part. We take $349, and then what we have to do is we have to divide that by $97.80, because $97.80 is what we have left to spend after all of our expenses. So if we take $349 and we divide it by $97.80, we're actually going to get 3.568. Well, why did I put 4 weeks as the answer? Because you can't save for 3.568 weeks. Very few jobs, there's day labor jobs, things along those lines, or not necessarily day labor, but yeah, day labor where you're working for a temp service. They sometimes pay you in days, but usually what happens is paychecks usually either come weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, so that's why I chose weeks. You don't get paid every half a week. You get paid every week. So if you have to work 3.5 weeks, you have to work 4 weeks to save up for that product. Last, I'm going to show you the clothing section. I'm not going to fill out this whole thing because it is kind of repetitive. You can do it all your own. But the clothing section in the past has kind of confused people. I want you to choose a whole outfit. So say you wanted to go and buy yourself a brand new pair of shoes. I put skate shoes, because actually Mr. Beuthin does wear skate shoes every day. I don't really wear hoodies anymore, but I threw that on there. But a hoodie, and then jeans, and I put the cost next to it. So if you see the cost of the skate shoes was $29.94, $45.50 for the hoodie, and $19.95 for the pants. And then what I did then is I added it all up and got $95.39. Again, your answer is going to be like 0.9 something is going to be your answer. But you can't work zero point 0.9 weeks. You have to work one whole week in order to save up for those items. So that's how you do that part. So here's the pause slide that you have. This is the only other pause slide you're going to see. Some of you guys aren't going to need it. Some of you guys will. But we're going to end with the recap. The recap, all we did was I showed you guys what the worksheet looks like. I showed you how I expect you to fill it out tomorrow. And it's going to take a little bit of time because you guys are going to be given Best Buy ads, Walmart ads, Target ads, whatever ads I was able to get before the activity. And you're welcome to look on your phone if you really want to find the new video game or new this, new that. You're welcome to go look up that too. So finally, the objective. The student will understand how to use decimals with real-world applications. This will be done through a presentation and savings activity.